Well, what a big victory tonight. Thank you, Brampton. And of course, happy Diwali and Bandi Chor Divas to all those celebrating this evening in our city. Now, Genevieve, very special night for us to see such beautiful support across the city. And I have to say, you know, this is a win against the politics of negativity, of mudslinging. We ran a positive campaign. We refused to engage in the ugly side of politics and focused on what we've achieved for Brampton over the last 4 years and what we hope to achieve in the next 4. And I'm proud to say we stood up for Brampton over the last 4 years. We fought for Brampton over the last 4 years. You know, when we weren't getting proper funding for healthcare, we declared a healthcare emergency and forced the conversation and convinced the government that Brampton does need a second hospital, and construction's going to start in the next year. We've got a med school coming to Brampton too, first in 100 years in the GTA. Whether it's new recreation, the 2 new facilities, field hockey, cricket. Any cricket fans here tonight? Okay. A healthy city is one that's active, and that's what we're determined to build. You know, I look at the expansion in transit that we're proud to have fought for, expansions in GO Train. We actually had a press conference on a moving GO Train 4 years ago when they curtailed GO Train service, and we got it back, and now it's even being expanded. You know, Brampton is a beautiful city. It's such an honor to fight for the city. And I'm proud to say that we are the only big city in the country that froze property taxes and at the same time brought in free transit for seniors. I see some of our first responders here tonight in the crowd, to the firefighters, to the paramedics, to the police who stood by us. I just want to say thank you. You know, incredible. You know, individuals who run towards danger when everyone else runs away. There's a debt of gratitude we have for our first responders. And one thing I wanted to say tonight is a lot of people sometimes will point the finger at Brampton. And I think there is talent, resiliency, and greatness in our city that we should be proud of. I want us to hold our head high. You know, during the pandemic, you had people pointing to Brampton, saying we had higher positivity rates. We had higher positivity rates during COVID-19 because we have the most essential workers of any big city in this country, and it was our truck drivers, our logistics sector, our food processing plants that kept Canada's supply chain together. And if anything, we should be saying, thank you, Brampton. Thank you, Brampton. You know, I had the... Thank you, Shafiq. I had the New York Times call my office a few weeks ago. Maybe it was actually 2 months ago now. And they said, what's in the water in Brampton? And I said, well, it's clean, good water. And they said, no, why does one city have half the soccer players going to the World Cup in Qatar? There is talent. There is talent in our city that we should be proud of. And it's not just soccer. The Tyler Seguins who won the Stanley Cup, the Sean Monahans, the cricket stars, the field hockey stars. There is an extraordinary talent in our city that we should be proud of. The Alessa Caras, the Rupi Kaurs. I'm proud to be a Bramptonian, and I want all of you to be proud to be Bramptonians. You know, you look at the $5 bill and the Canada Arm. Well, the robotics on the International Space Station, they're being built on a facility that's being designed right now in Financial Drive. So you know in the movies they say, hello Houston? Pretty soon they're going to start saying, hello Brampton. 700 rocket science jobs. Any other city would dream of an investment like that. And we're going to keep on fighting for Brampton. We're going to keep on sticking up for this city. You know, we live in the downtown with our children, Savannah and Theodore, and we want them to grow up in a city that can achieve its potential. And we're going to work day in and day out to move Brampton forward. And there's so many people that I could thank tonight. And I don't want to single anyone out, but I just want to say to all of you, thank you. Thank you. And well, thank you. You know, my approach to Brampton is we're a mosaic of cultures, of faiths, of people. And part of the beauty of Brampton is that I meet every week, someone who's come to the city with nothing but the shirt on their back and achieved extraordinary success. You know, you look at Bikram from BVD, just donated $10 million to our hospital. And I asked him, such an extraordinary contribution, why did you step up and give so much to our hospital? And he said the success he's had is only possible in a city like Brampton and a country like Canada. How beautiful is that? And I think that's what's incredible about our city and our country. It doesn't matter who you love, where you're born, the color of your skin, what God you worship, anything is possible in our city and our country if you're willing to work hard. That describes Brampton to the core. And if any aspect of our family is attacked, because we're a family in Brampton, whether there's an attack against the Sikh community, the Muslim community, the Hindu community, the Christian community, attacks against any of us is an attack against all of us. And it's why, yeah. And part of the beautiful thing of this election, of this big win tonight, is those that tried to attack different parts of our family. Hired political guns from other cities who thought they could run on a track record of hate and try to divide our community. It didn't work. You can't bring hate to Brampton. It's not welcome here. So, in closing, I just want to say how incredibly grateful we are to all of you tonight for supporting us on this journey. I see my mother's in the crowd, my father, my sisters. You know, we're so fortunate to have a close-knit family. I've got a superstar as a wife, right? My rock, yeah. You know what I always say? I'm in charge at City Hall, but at home, this is the boss. Happy wife, happy life. So thank you, Genevieve. So thank you, Brampton. 4 more years. Let's move the city forward. Thank you so much.